Hi everyone, welcome to episode 3 of our Kimberley trip. Well, this morning we've said goodbye to Lake Argyle. We've had it pretty easy the last couple of days with the pool, showers, restaurant, a flushing toilet. Now it's time to get serious. So in this episode, we'll hit the Gibb River Road and head up to Drysdale River Station. We're taking the main highway to Kununurra first, where we'll do our shopping. Then we'll meet the Gibb River Road at the Kununurra-Wyndham Junction. Now we are here on the Gibb River Road track. We've just passed Home Valley Station and we're heading up to Drysdale River. We've stopped at the moment because Matt is driving, he's towing the big boat, the Bandit, and he's hearing some pretty harsh rattling noises and we're not sure where it is. So James is just having a look, checking it out, and the boys are going to try and work out what the noise is coming from and see if they can fix it. The Gibb River Road is a former cattle route that stretches in an east-west direction almost 660 kilometres. Since the mid-2000s, the road has been upgraded to a formed gravel 2-lane road, including a few short bitumen sections, but 4-wheel drives are still recommended. And as you can see, even though graders are used to maintain the road, corrugations and potholes are still pretty hard going on your vehicles. So make sure you have spare tyres and spare parts and drive according to the conditions. Well, this looks like a good place to stop for lunch. We're at the Ord River, which is at the bottom of a pretty steep hill. So in the monsoon or wet season, the rainfall can be really high, and that raises the river of the level to a point that often cuts access across the Gibb River Road. But not today. Today we have no trouble getting across, and neither does anyone else. Stopping here at the turn off. We're leaving the Gibb River Road now and taking the Kalumburu Road up to Drysdale River Station. Only 59 kilometres to go.
Let's get new wheel bearings in the morning. Really?
We also lost the clip for these, so we'll tie them back down.
Like horrible grinding.
So here we are at Drysdale Station. We finally made it. So there's the pub. We had a great meal here 3 years ago, so we're really looking forward to tea tonight. But first we'll fuel up, we'll pay for our campsite, and then we will eat, drink and bed. Good night. Well, James is just doing a few minor repairs this morning while we're having our bacon and egg wraps. Then we'll pack up camp and it's time to go. So this morning we want to head up towards the St. Mitchell Falls.
So we go to Mitchell Falls, do that, and then we go to Walsh Point, because that's the lesser of the two camps, for lack of a better word, and then over the other side we should be in luxury on a beach.
So we've swapped over. I'll put the Bandit back on James's car now that we're doing a bit more off-road stuff, and the fuel trailer back on Matt's car, and Pete still has his boat. And it is Saturday the 4th of June, I think. Today we're heading up to St Mitchell Falls. We're pretty surprised at the amount of vehicles going the opposite direction. It's a really busy road today. Watching out for snakes too, because it's really hot. Mitchell River National Park is open. We're also just waiting for Matt because we haven't heard from him for a little while. Ord River.
Oh, not the little one. Just the...
And Matt's in. This looks amazing. Oh, your little waterfall over there. Oh, he tells you not to.
Throw my hat, my sunglasses and my can drink, please.
Do you?
There you go, stud muffin. You realise the camera's... Turn the camera off, you're done.
Okay. Well, after having that well-needed swim, we decided to go for a walk up to the bigger waterfalls. It wasn't long before we found them, and the boys also spotted a small freshie hiding under the ledge behind the waterfall itself. So of course, they had to see if they could coax him out. Not a chance, boys. So they decided to have a swim with him instead. People you see at King Edward River. Now it's time to head off to St Mitchell Falls. Now the boys are going to do the walk-in, which starts from the car park and camping ground at the base. Now I think they're mad because it's about 38 degrees and the walk is meant to take about an hour and a half to 2 hours each way. No way, not for me. Tristan and I are going to take the helicopter. A much more scenic way to get up there and so much more relaxing. Wow, well that was breathtaking, and being able to see it in all its glory from up here is something I will never forget. Being able to see the river meandering its way through this vast bushland is a privilege that will stay with me forever. I hope the boys walking through all this got as much out of it as I just did. I imagine it'd be pretty hard work though. Guys just made it, they've just walked in. They look hot though. There's an older couple trying to walk across the rocks and they're not too sure about their footing, so it looks like the boys are just helping them across safely. Well, it looks like the walk was a bit too much for poor old James. He got a really bad heat stroke and ended up just laying in the water, feeling sick as a dog the whole time. We ended up having to call a helicopter in early for him and take him back to camp. The rest of us, however, had an absolute ball. Next waterfall. Lots of fish. No, I can.
Jane.
To go down the waterfall? Is it smooth?
Not too bad.
Was it? Okay. James is not well. Heat stroke on the way up, so he's getting a flight back a bit earlier. He's hanging on, he's not in control. So this is what people look like when they've just walked to the Mitchell Falls and back.
An hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Well done. How was your experience of the Mitchell Falls?
Shit out.
Just way too hot. And Tristan and I, who flew in and out, we're okay, aren't we? So last night we noticed some cracks underneath Matt's car, so James is going to weld them up today. Just we think they'd probably be okay, and they're probably old cracks, just to make sure. James is going to weld them up this morning before we take off. Well, that's it for the Gibb River Road and Kalumburu Road's part of the trip. We've been to Drysdale River Station. We had a great night's sleep after a meal at the pub and a shower. James did some repairs early the next morning, and we went from there to the King Edward River and Falls, where we had a great swim. We also met a little freshie under the falls. And then from there we went on to St Mitchell Falls. The helicopter ride was amazing, as was the falls. We had a great swim there too. Just a pity that James didn't enjoy it as much as the rest of us. So this morning we're heading off to Walsh Point. There we'll make our base camp and plan to get lots of use of the boats to go fishing and sightseeing. We're told the scenery there is terrific and there are plenty of fish. So we'll see you there. Bye till next time.